2, 1. What's up, guys? Welcome to the show, broadcasting from the Freedom Revolution Network and KFRN Digital Broadcasting. God, that's the first time I said that. I'm surprised I got that right. I normally don't get things like that right the first time. And now I'm trying to find my cigarettes that are on the floor somewhere.
I know.
Guys,
that's what I'm just doing. We're all like adjusting here. We're getting settled in for the night, right?
Tonight.
Coolest thing, isn't it? It's the
It
coolest
is.
a real network.
We're a real network. We're a real boy now. Like, you know what I mean?
You are going to see a change in things coming soon.
Very soon.
Over the course of the next couple weeks or the next month. But guys, tonight we are bringing some topics out of the bag that I was hoping we could leave in the bag, but obviously I got to open this bag back up.
Oh, you're going to let the cats out?
I got to let the cats out the bag.
Oh.
We're going to bring back the election. We're going to bring back COVID-19, and we're going to bring back so much more. But first, I don't want you guys to miss tomorrow evening at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 12 o'clock Mountain Time, and 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm doing something that I have never done before that I've somehow become comfortable with. Scarlett will be with me tomorrow. I am doing my testimony tomorrow for the first time that we guys can get to know a little bit about me, about my backstory, where I came from, and how I ended up here. Because I feel it's important as a host to let people know the background of, a host, to see where they came from and see, what they went through, so.
Is viewer discretion going to be advised?
Viewer discretion might be advised, but I'm not going to go into graphic details.
Just for adult topics, you know what I mean? Since it is during the day show, there might be some serious topics and some topics that might be inappropriate for children. So, yeah, that actually might be
I would say parental.
Just because it's during the day, you know what I mean? Most of the
you're
time we don't have eyeballs looking at
Well, I would say viewer discretion advised.
Yeah, viewer discretion is advised.
As we found out when we had this conversation, I mean, not to get into it real deep real quick, but we did have other viewers that were a little disturbed by it. So,
yeah. So, guys, and on this show, viewer discretion is advised. If you don't want to hear certain things, I am going to say that because some things might piss you off, some things might not. So this might not be your cup of tea to be here tonight. I'm just going to say that now. So we're going
to hashtag not your cup of tea.
Hashtag not your cup of tea. Hashtag I said what I said. Hashtag it's true. Hashtag it's not my fault. Hashtag there's the bathroom.
No, look.
Oh, what about it? Baby Yoda?
Is
that Baby Yoda?
Baby Yoda taking a shit for like the last 2 hours, and you guys missed it.
I win. What do I win? Do I win the prize? Okay, so hold on. I got a bunch of topics I want to talk about really quick.
Can I get mine out?
Hold on, Dwayne. Listen to this headline. Listen to this headline. Hold on. Californians must mask up outside their homes under new expanded mandate.
What? Okay, we're going with COVID-19. Fuck, I was going to go with the election first. Get the more serious one.
Well, hold up. I saw these. We'll go back to that in a second, but hold up. Californians must mask up outside their home in expanded mandate. Now, hold on. Let's look at this. We're gonna look at all of this together. Okay. This is a Yahoo News article.
Hold on a minute. I want to show something. Hold on. There he is. Solo layout with the
all right.
over his head.
Freak child's ready.
I'm safe. I'm good.
No, you're not.
I'm
Okay,
safe.
stay
I'm
safe.
good. Don't worry. I'm not going to get the COVID because this cloth is going to protect me from a virus. I guarantee you.
Well,
guys, if you do see me munching, I'm munching on fries. Wendy's fries.
Okay.
Just a heads up.
We're ready. Faced with the startling spike in coronavirus cases, the California health officials issued a new mandate this week requiring residents to wear face coverings whenever they're outside their homes, with few exceptions. The expanded order announced Monday means Californians must mask up unless they are alone in a car or only with those in their household, working alone in an office or room outdoors, staying at least 6 feet away from others not in their household, and are obtaining a service involving their nose or face, or actively eating or drinking so long as they maintain physical distance. The new mandate.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you right there.
That makes no sense.
So you're telling me that if I'm in a car with another person, I have to put a fucking mask on? Now I'm going to stop you right there. This is where I wanted to go with this, and I'm going to remove your thing from the screen.
No, why would you do that? We need to finish the article, Dwayne. Dang, I'm doing. Give me about it.
I'm stopping.
But we haven't even explained all what's going on yet.
But that's some bullshit, though.
Hold on. The mandate exempts those younger than 2 that have a mental disability or medical disability that prevents them from wearing a face covering, are hearing impaired, or are communicating with someone who is. Also exempt are those for whom wearing a face covering would create a risk to the person related to their work as determined by local, state, or federal regulators or workplace safety guidelines, according to the California Department of Public Health. The latest face covering rules replaced the state's earlier mask mandate, which had been on the books since June. The previous order required Californians to wear face coverings in specified settings considered to be high risk, such as when shopping, taking public transit, or seeking medical care. It remains to be seen how or whether the new guidance will be enforced. Following the state's initial order, some cities threatened to cite or fine face covering scofflaws, but many law enforcement agencies said they would instead focus on educating those not wearing masks. Officials have long maintained that wearing some kind of covering over the nose and mouth can stem the spread of coronavirus by reducing transmission of infectious respiratory particles. Though not a silver bullet, experts emphasize that simple actions such as wearing masks, keeping physical distance from those outside your home, regularly washing your hands, and staying home when you're sick all boost your chances of keeping the virus at bay.
No, it doesn't.
Are all the more important now as California contends with the surge in infections that's steeper than the state has ever seen. The state recorded 13,412 cases on Monday, a single-day record according to the Times coronavirus tracker.
Oh my God! Here we go.
And it's like, okay, but you should be. How many total tests are they doing a day? Is what I would like to know.
Oh, and how many people are being counted as double? Or triple,
look at this crap. Look at this crap.
How many people are getting tested
We know when people gather with people they don't live with, often our close friends, even family members, we think it's okay to put your guard down. We think it's okay to take off your mask, even for a little bit, to enjoy a drink or enjoy a meal, said Dr. Mark Daly, California's Health and Human Service Secretary. But it's exactly those moments that might create a high transmission risk. So we urge you how to consider you engage with friends and family over the weeks to come to keep transmission rates low.
So here's sorry, go ahead.
So here's the thing. Thanksgiving, Scarlett. So here's the thing. Thanksgiving's right around the corner. Okay, we're going to hit a little bit home here for a minute. Thanksgiving's right around the corner. And you're telling me not to enjoy a simple drink or a fucking meal with my family? Go fuck yourself.
Well, pretty much. I mean, here's the thing. If the entire FRN family were to get together for some sort of get together, let's say we had an ice cream social in the gym or some shit like that, because nobody does illegal stuff or illegal stuff for that matter, in which they become inebriated or under the influence. But think about this. If the entire FRN broadcast family were to get together for a meeting in a meeting room, instead of the Zoom stuff and everything that we have to do, that'd be 9 people, right? 10 people? 9.
10, no.
10?
No, 10.
Oh, NTLO would be 11.
So 10 people.
11.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, 11 people. So imagine that 11 people in a room. We're able to be 6 feet apart from each other. We're all wearing masks.
Okay.
Isn't that legal? Think about that. But then think about this. Not a single one of us are positive for coronavirus.
See, here's the thing. Like, look, and this is how I feel
None
about
of
it.
us.
When we all meet up, I'm telling y'all straight now, I ain't putting a fucking mask on, and I'm giving Scarlett a big fucking hug because I haven't seen. That'll be my first fucking time seeing this woman. Fuck that. And I know.
Me and
I
Red
know one of the
collapsed in each
rules.
other's arms at the Denver airport and like fell over like fools and were like rolling around the floor. It was amazing.
Oh, that'd be fun.
It was amazing. It was like a movie scene because like I was so sick on the flight, and so I had to be like wheeled off the plane, like because I have chronic illness, so it was like super embarrassing to begin with. And then I saw Red, and I stood up and I ran to her and I hugged her and fell on the ground, and like she was like, "What do you think you look like in a wheelchair getting up?" I was like, "People don't need to be knowing my disabilities. That's none of their business." I was like, "Girl, please." I was like, some people who are in wheelchairs are not like, especially a lot of people with my condition. Like, there's a lot of women and men too who use wheelchairs just to get around because they can't walk too much because otherwise we'll like sublux and dislocate and stuff. We did do that. G. Yes, we did do that. It was the best shit. It was
Right. So here's my thing. And I know one of our rules is don't encourage people to do illegal things. Yes, I get that. But here's my thing, and I'm gonna break this rule just for like a tiny second, because as someone that is bringing the freedom revolution to the American people, and that's my job with being with this network. Fuck that! You don't want to wear a fucking mask. You don't fucking have to. Go see your family.
It was real. It was real. Yeah, I did tackle her.
I'm sorry, and I know I broke a rule, and I'll get the fucking consequences for it later. But that's my true fucking opinion. You don't want to fucking wear a mask.
It's not a law. Guess what?
You want to go see your family?
We can say that because none of this shit is laws.
Right.
You want to go see your family?
That's just a recommendation.
You know, you want to go see. You want to go see your family? Okay. Go see your family. But here's my thing. Right
my
now,
family said, "Fuck you, Polis."
Yeah, fuck Polis.
Are you okay, Kenzie?
Yeah, no, your governor's shitty. That's Red's governor too. We talk shit about Polis all the time.
And I'm going to say this here too.
Did you know that they made a rule about talking on social media about coronavirus here in Minnesota? Like technically, they could like come after me. Yes, they could come after me for talking about it.
You know what? Right there. Why does that not alarm anybody? Fuck.
It's Nazi Germany. I can't even have free speech.
On your watch list immediately. Watch it tomorrow. Watch it when you have time. ASAP. Schindler's List.
Bruh.
Hey, my mom's going to be joining us to see how it works on the new phone.
Exactly. So, I hate Polis too. We all hate
did y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Your mom can join. Yeah, your mom can join.
But I'm going to say this too.
Oh, is it windy out there, Casimiro? Casimiro went to the top of a mountain once to go look up there for Dutch scents. So we love Casimiro. He's wearing a Dutch shirt. Oh yeah, look, he's wearing a Dutch shirt in his picture.
And I'm going to say this.
I love Dutch.
So watch this. Scarlett, and you're gonna be surprised.
The update today, though, is real, y'all. Like, there's some activity that we need to be aware of on the West Coast. Like, that's real. So that is the update.
So I went into Walmart the other day, right?
Those are people's lives, bro.
I went into Walmart the other day, yesterday, 2 days ago, actually, since it's technically Wednesday now. I went into Walmart on Monday with Joey to go get Dean's first Christmas present. And I don't have to wear a mask because one, you know, I'm asthmatic, and two, I have
those little police at the door of Walmart.
Well, that's where I'm getting at. This dude literally stopped me in front of my kid, in front of my ex, and said, "You either need to have a face shield on or a face mask." I went, "Sir, I have seizures. Either one of them, I will severely hurt myself."
Ooh, was there?
And next, he says, "Well, you either need to go to the pharmacy and get a face mask, or you can leave the store." In front of my fucking
giving that. Walmart makes too much money to give one.
Wait, what did you just say? Go to the pharmacy and get a face mask?
Yep, go to the pharmacy and get a face mask.
A face mask.
Right.
Ours give them out at the door. So I don't understand that one.
I had to walk about 30 yards to go to the pharmacy and go get a face mask.
Did they give you one?
Yes, they did. And I wore the
But
fucker.
already in the store.
That's what I'm saying. By then, wouldn't the store be infected if you were going by infectious disease protocol? Wouldn't the infectious disease bubble been broken at that point? Like, you know what I mean? If you're thinking about it from a PPE cleanliness,
I'll be back.
medical
I gotta go grab these cigarettes.
Why would you even let it get to that point? You know, I just don't understand. Like, why does it?
I went through the wrong door. I went through the wrong door at one point when we were in the midst of massive COVID at the beginning. This was before Walmart put up their barricades and brought in their security guards and had to make sure that everybody was there, counting numbers of how many people were in there. About 2 months later, all that kind of died away. But it's like, the security guard goes, "You're going the wrong way." I'm like, "I didn't know that. I'm sorry. You don't have shit marked." Well, you're gonna have to go out and come back in.
They're still doing
What
one-way
the fuck
shit.
difference does it make? I already went through the door.
They're still doing the one-way. Do they still have arrows on the floor?
No, they're not doing the one-way arrows, but it was the entrance, one way in, one way out for the entrance.
But why aren't there arrows? They got people trained.
Well,
put it outside. Put it outside. This way, that way, one way. You know, like
yeah, we don't have that anymore.
Yeah, see, why don't you? If that's what you want people to like go with, like you need to. They change shit every week. They got these guards one week. They got this shit the next week. You know.
That's the sign that this is all bullshit.
Oh, good to know Mom's doing okay. Mom had COVID with Casimiro, so we've been checking in on him with Mom.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, the actual COVID flu, and there's COVID flu, in my opinion. There's COVID flu, which I think, in my opinion,
right,
is just a new strain of the flu that's kind of being a dick. I do also know for a fact that the major respiratory things that people were having, that is SARS-2.
Yep.
Which is the major respiratory syndrome that everybody has been so worried about. Not everybody's getting it. Some people are getting it. Some people aren't. The people with weak immune systems are definitely getting it. But this was something that was completely released into population. You don't have a pandemic like this that is like of movie proportions that breaks out in fucking 4 weeks. No fucking way.
Well, that just means that it was either here a long time before this and it's been spreading, and they claim now testing is better, but I don't feel like anybody's going to get more tests than that, because only really those who are symptomatic are going to get tested.
No, they're not. Not in Colorado.
See,
the fearful in Colorado are getting tested because there are still lines of hundreds and hundreds of people just over at a water park where they have a testing site.
Right.
Why are you having a testing site by a water park?
I just feel some of these locations that they are picking aren't safe, you know, and how sterile are these locations? That also makes me concerned. You know,
everybody's afraid of dying.
I just worry about those things, because it's like, if this is so virulent, right, and this is spreading, why aren't we really protecting, A, the people taking the test, B, the people administering the test? There needs to be better education in all of this. You know, I was talking to some healthcare worker friends in the past week, right? And they were like, you know, all of the misconceptions or things that people have told me about COVID, I could write a book. And it would be a horror story. Because people are just not educated. And this is a problem. They haven't educated anybody on masks either. How to wash them, how to put them on, how to take them off, not to touch them. And they say that, but they really need people to understand, if you touch that mask, once you put it on your face, you are at risk of contamination under true PPE guidelines. You know,
True.
all of us should have to have been Bittrex fit tested for masks for them to truly be effective.
Well,
And we're not having that. And there's no Bittrex to be found because all that got bought up and basically banned from the average individual from purchasing. You can't get N95 to save your ass unless you order it from Asia. So that's a problem. Why aren't we pumping out N95s like they're going out of style for American people? If this is so virulent, if this is so bad, they need to give people the proper protection. Instead of saying use non-medical masks, of which I actually took a picture of this the other day because I was so upset. Because check this out. So this is what it says on these non-medical masks, like the cloth masks that you can purchase from like Walmart or gas stations now, right, or whatever. It literally says, hold on, let me see if I have it, because I swore I took a picture, but maybe I took it on the other device. But it's like literally like not for medical use, will not prevent COVID-19, will not prevent transmission of disease. And that's inappropriate. Like, look at this. So Casimiro said that when he went to go pick up his mom, the nurse tried to tell him that he couldn't go in a taxi with the mom. And it's like, how are they supposed to get home? They don't have a car. Wow. Like, and why would a taxi be any more or less dangerous when these people have to make a living too? And I'm sure they've been cleaning their cars. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine they haven't been cleaning their vehicles, you know?
Right. And here's my thing. I'm gonna pop in here. Sorry, it took a minute. My bladder made a house call after I got cigarettes. So that was horrible. So here's my thing. They fucking this face mask. This whole face mask ordeal.
Well, for those who can wear them and wear the appropriate ones, it makes a difference. For people like you who have epilepsy, right? That's inappropriate because that cuts off your oxygen. Inappropriate. You have asthma too. So it's like that's inappropriate. Like, you can't be doing that always.
Scarlett, that doesn't matter anymore.
They don't care, but that does matter because there's studies and medical documents that say it does matter. They don't give a shit. There's no medical exemption anymore. No one gives a shit. Nobody wants to give us the masks.
I know. Listen to me for a second, babe. Listen to me for a second.
No, I heard what you said.
It no longer matters, especially here in the state of Ohio. If I used to be able to go to Walmart and I used to be able to tell them, look, I have COPD, emphysema, and I have a seizure disorder. I cannot breathe. If I have a seizure with this mask on, it's going to kill me. That no longer matters. If someone in that store was to see me without a mask, without that an associate is not making me wear one and I'm not being asked to leave, the only thing that they have to do is call the Stark County Health Department. The health department will send someone in undercover to make sure that every customer in that store and worker has a mask on at all times. And if they see anybody in that store without a mask on, they are getting shut down right at the spot.
For 24 hours.
Yeah, for 24 hours for a thorough cleaning. And they're not allowed to open back up until the health department comes in and checks. I heard what you guys were talking about with masks. And last week when I had to call EMT for, squad for Dwayne with the bad seizures that he had, the paramedic told me that the new wave of COVID was hit in Ohio and was hit in Stark County hard. Yeah, it's Red. I've seen some of your comment. It's not just Walmart. I was using that for an example because all stores are like that. It doesn't matter where it's at. But Dwayne, stop for a second, hon. When I was in the emergency room with Dwayne, because last week only one person could be back there with him. And if I was to leave, I was not allowed to re-enter, and neither was no one else. But what these nurses and doctors were doing, they were putting on before they entered the room. And I only got to see it because I was standing out in the hallway talking to another nurse. But before they enter a room, they're putting on these hard plastic masks. And then they're putting a paper mask on over that so patients cannot tell that they have the hard mask on. And then, so I stood there and I watched, just to see what they were doing, like when they came out of the room. After they left the room, there's a trash can outside of every room. They were taking their paper masks off. Then they would take their gloves off. And with the hard masks, they were taking them off. They have a box of sanitizer, wipes, like right there. They was wiping the inside of it out, waiting for a couple seconds for it to dry, and then putting it back on. If they were going into another room, they would put it back on. But all of the nurses over at the nurses station did not have a mask on at all. I did not have to have a mask on when I was in Dwayne's room, but when I went out to ask a question or to get Dwayne help at the nurses station, the nurses that were just sitting there talking, they didn't have their masks on, but I had to have mine on before they could talk to me. But when they went into each patient's room, they had 2 masks on, but you couldn't tell that they had a hard plastic one over their paper one. Dwayne never knew until I told him.
Right. So see, why are they protecting themselves and we don't get no damn protection? See, that's my point. If this shit is so damn virulent, why aren't they telling us this? Why aren't they giving us proper masks and actual PPE that would actually be effective, that actually works? It's actually scientific.
And at a polling station here in Ohio, I seen that when was it? It was like a couple days ago, or like 2 weeks ago. Well, okay, it wasn't in my state. It was in the city of New York. It was in New York City. The police came in and took the masks, took the hand sanitizer, and took their wipes at the polling stations because they were not allowed to pass them out. At a polling station. Now.
At a polling station? What?
Yep. It was on Facebook. I believe I tagged you. And
now, how does this make sense, you guys? Like, these people claim that they're so, like, caring about health and public health, and yet they do things like this. How does it even make sense? Like, please just make it make sense. And I seen today, I was talking about this during our team meeting, that Ohio now has went under this 3-week curfew.
Okay, hold on. I'll read what my mom tagged me and give me a minute because I know where you're going and I have it already at hand. So give me 1 minute.
Yeah, because this is serious.
Well, my mother was basically going under that too.
My mother tagged me in this.
I think we all order. Hold on, one thing before you start. I had gotten a tip from a friend in local government who was like, "We're going into people management lockdowns. It's not going to be so much targeted as the business." But there ain't going to be nobody out to frequent their business, basically, is what I was told. And so I imagine that that's coming down the pipeline for everybody here soon. Because New Mexico did it first, right? They did it like 3-4 days ago before anybody else had locked everybody down. They did it first. Then it's been systematically boom, boom, boom. Today, it was either today or yesterday, my governor and 7 other governors, including J.B. Pritzker, Whitmer, and a bunch of other governors, sat in a roundtable Zoom and talked about what they were going to do.
Right. All right. You guys ready for this?
Go ahead.
Health order to limit mass gatherings signed. Columbus, Ohio Governor Mike Dickwine, as I call him, announced that Ohio Department of Health Interim Director Lance Himes. Scarlett, can you look him up for me real quick while you're sitting there?
Yeah, what is the name again? Lance
Himes. Himes. He is the interim health director. Signed a revised health order to limit mass gatherings in Ohio. Despite the health order that limited mass gatherings to 10 people that was signed in April remaining in effect, we have seen rampant spread of the virus as a result of banquets, wedding receptions, and social gatherings following funerals, said Governor Dickwine. We have seen great tragedy associated with such events. Mike, I know you're laughing at me because I keep saying Dickwine.
No, not that. I'm actually looking at some stats that are such bullshit right now.
It's not the ceremonies causing the problem. Watch this. It's the party. It's not the ceremonies causing the problem. It's the party afterward.
What?
In order to minimize the spread of COVID-19 through airborne particles passing between people in close contact, wedding receptions, funeral repasts, and other events at banquet facilities are subject to the following restrictions. No socializing or activities in open congregate areas, and no dancing. Guests must be seated at all times. Please do not interrupt me. Traditional wedding reception events such as first dance, toasts, tossing the bouquet, and cutting the cake are permitted.
How is tossing the bouquet when you throwing something to somebody else in the crowd? Look,
I know. Hold on, Mike.
Just listen.
If you throw Baby Yoda, I'm gonna come to Colorado and I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. Don't throw him.
His fault.
You guys just listen to this. Just listen.
If serving food and beverages, guests must be served at their seats. No self-serve banquets and no self-serve bar areas permitted. Masks must be worn at all times unless actively consuming food or beverages. Ooh, your girlfriend's getting on your ass.
I know. He's always abusing baby.
No more than 10 people should be seated at the table.
In those by Tim.
I would shoot you. I just don't have the fucking sound effect. No more than 10 people. Red's getting on. No more than 10 people should be seated at a table, and those individuals must be from the same household. This order does not This order does not apply to religious observances, which means church, First Amendment protected speech, including petition or referendums curriculars, in any activity to media, to governmental meetings, which include meetings that are required to be open to the public. This order goes into effect November 17th, 2020 at 12:01 a.m.
Yeah, and it says on there something about the
victory.
It says something on that at the end, Dwayne, doesn't it? About the First Amendment. That's why they're not taking church. That's why he's not taking churches away this time.
I just read that part. And my mom tagged me in this, and this is what I fucking said. And I went like, I just said this, ugh. And she said, at least you can still go to church. I went like,
curfew too.
Well, watch it. And she said, at least you can still go to church. I went like, right.
But how's this? That makes no sense.
I just popped on to share this joke.
Okay.
All right.
Do y'all remember that time when you almost caught coronavirus, but you made it in at 9:59?
I got one for you too. Probably not quite as good as that one. That's a new one I haven't heard. But okay, so you've got 6 people together. Better be careful. Now you got 9.
Oh my god!
Now you got 10.
Because Dominion's counting the COVID results as well.
Now there's 11
people.
Everybody's got coronavirus. Oh my god!
Okay, we're gonna go to Dominion. Okay, I'm switching subjects. Thank you.
Well, no, hold on. Let's segue into Dominion, isn't it? Because Dominion's also taking coronavirus results. And guess what else they're in charge of?
Election.
Okay,
Mom, what were you gonna say?
1 second is that he's not taking churches away this time again because of everything else that he went through the first time around a few months ago when he was taking churches away. 10 at a wedding, you can have 10 people per table that they have to be in a household. But okay, I agree with that. They're not taking churches away, but what, you can have 10 people in a pew that are not related?
Now wait a minute.
How is it any
Okay.
different?
So
Well, no,
here's,
this is a smart virus. You got to remember, this is a smart virus.
oh what?
only-
Like our smartphones are smart?
Yeah. I mean,
So wait a
it's
minute.
super
Like our
freaking
smartphone?
smart. It's super smart. I mean, it can tell time. It can tell nationality. It can count how many people are in a room, so it tells exactly who to infect and who not to infect. I mean, this is but yet the weakest virus ever, because if you wash your fucking hands, you're gonna kill it.
Right.
Right. So here's my thing. Like, watch this. Since my mom brought up the fact of the church, right?
Right.
I love it that they're not taking churches away. Don't get me wrong.
Can-
I
can
love the
you
fact
not
that
They're
they're not
taking away
taking that
church
away.
up here. You can't have church up here. In a
But
couple weeks,
it's
it's going to be only 50 people, and then after that, 25.
But the way that they worded that, though, the weddings, the people at, weddings at
I just
10
went to
per
a wedding.
table,
It was
and
great.
that they have to be at,
I
10
didn't have
people.
a self-serve buffet at the wedding I went to. I didn't have a self-serve bar. We
Well,
sat
this
at a
doesn't
table
go
with
in
our own
effect
family.
until
It already went into
Guys.
effect, Mom.
Guys, you can't even walk into like Long John Silver's here and order your meal and then go pick up your sauces, like where they would have all the little packets and stuff that you could go pick up your sauces, like your tartar sauce, your ketchup, your mustard, in the
Yeah,
little
all that's
packs,
done.
individual little packs. Nope, that's all bare bones. There's nothing there. You have to ask them people now for your shit. So guess what that means? You never get it, because they're like, do you want any sauces with that? You can name off fucking whatever sauces. You could be like, listen, I need 3 mustards, I need 16 ketchups, I need 22 salt or malt vinegars, and please don't fuck this up, and I need 6 tartar sauces. You're getting maybe 1 packet of each, and they're sending you out the fucking door, and they don't give a shit. Nobody gives a shit.
No, they don't care. It knows when holidays are, Lisa. For real, like it knows it's Thanksgiving. It knows if you
Yeah,
got
it knows when the holidays are.
It
You ain't never
knows.
had.
I
Okay,
have
And
to
they
share
said
this.
it's time.
It was a meme that I seen on Facebook that said, you're allowed 30 people at a funeral, but only 10 people at your
Oh, yeah.
house. So,
Dude, I'm
I am
having
ha-
a funeral for Wild Mike at my house this year.
so
No.
it said since there's only 10 people allowed at your 30 people allowed at a funeral, 10 people allowed at your house. I am having a funeral for my turkey that just got killed today. I'm having it on the 26th at 3 p.m.
Right.
You know what?
For real. That's
Here's
real.
my thing.
That's what
like,
it's. I know I didn't get it right.
Underground civil disobedience is really
Yeah.
what it comes down to.
I
You
know
know
I
what?
didn't get that
Hold on.
right, but I started laughing so hard when I read it
No,
because
right
everyone's
on what
going to
I'm-
be having a funeral on Thursday for their dead chicken.
That turkey,
Listen,
or
y'all,
chicken,
you know what?
whatever you're eating,
I
that
read-
ham, whatever.
all I'm gonna say is coronavirus ain't shit.
right. In
Well,
red,
it's not.
Coronavirus ain't shit, y'all.
hey,
Like my in-laws are now not coming
Yeah.
because when my father-in-law told the nursing home that has his mother that he was going to be gone for a week visiting his son in Colorado, suddenly now his mother has tested positive for COVID-19 the week before he's supposed to leave, and so now they're not coming because he's afraid that he's now been subjected to it, and he doesn't have a 2-week quarantine time before coming up here, and he's afraid of infecting us.
But
know what?
here's the
That's
thing:
bullshit.
if everybody's doing the 2-week quarantine time, here's the thing that doesn't make any sense to me is it takes it still takes what 10 days at minimum to get the test back. These people who are getting the tests are getting positive tests. What are they doing in the meantime when they're going to getting tested?
I'm
Okay.
gonna
Now,
disagree with
funny
you.
thing you should ask this question because I can kind of answer this because I know
Hey,
I
Mike,
know
can I say something real quick?
2 people.
Mike, I'm gonna have to disagree with you partially on that one because when I got my test done on a Wednesday and it was back Scarlett, Monday morning.
Something
Monday,
like
but
that.
depends on where you go. It can take 7 to 10 days to get it
Yeah,
back.
some places are
It's-
7 to 10. Some places are 3 to 5. You know, it depends on where you're going.
I got my test back.
Well, if you're getting it back in 3 to 5, then that's a standard coronavirus
But
test, which means they're testing you to see if you have the common cold.
But I still had to quarantine for 10 days. Even though my test came back, I still had to quarantine, which I'm going to say this. I don't care if I get in trouble for not. I hadn't listened to the fucking thing. My mom knew I wasn't going to listen. My mom's friend knew I wasn't going to fucking listen.
You better be careful with that before they snatch you up and put you in these FEMA camps.
Go ahead and snatch me up.
Gonna come get you.
They don't know where I fucking live. Trace my.
Yes, they
let-
do know
let it-
where you
let
live. Dwayne.
it-
They know shit right now. They're gonna find you right
They
now.
would
got
be
tested
on-
right. They know exactly where you are now. They got a
It would-
chip in you when they tested you.
It would be
Right now.
in everybody's best interest to leave my son the hell alone and not stop foot on my property because this mama will go after somebody and won't give a rat's ass.
I'm for real though. We got to start fighting back though. If this shit really does start happening, where people get snatched out of their homes. Also, I
Dwayne,
looked
I
up
need you
Hines
to
for
come here
you.
for a second.
I looked up
I
Hines.
just need you to come check my phone.
Oh, okay. I looked up Hines. Go check your phone, Dwayne. I checked up Hines. He has, and this is their Ohio Department of Health Director interim. This man is the 3rd time in 6 years he has been in this spot. Okay. The sudden resignation of Amy Acton happened. Okay, this was earlier this summer. He previously served twice under John Kasich. Okay, so he served twice under Kasich, the same man. He also does not have a medical degree. By law, the director of the department does not need to be a physician. Okay, so he went to school in environmental health and public health compliance. Okay, that's what it says, public health compliance issues.
Well, and here's something I watched early
He
this
helped
morning.
coordinate the response to Ebola in 2014 and assisted overhauling Ohio's sewage treatment regulations, which that's a big deal because they've been using sewage to test for the COVIDs.
Right.
They've been taking
Now,
your
ma'am-
sewage and run it to test for the COVIDs. And this is something that my friend, again, in local government, let me in on because she went to a local government meeting in Florida a couple years ago where they said they were going to start using the sewage wastewater treatment system to start looking through sewage. And they're doing it here in Minneapolis. They're doing it. I know that the University of Minnesota is using it in particular, that they had an article about.
And
Now,
University of Northern Colorado, one of our major universities, did the exact same thing a couple of months ago.
Yes, it did.
Oh my God, we can't. Oh, everybody's shitting COVID. You know, it's like
Yeah, yeah. Well,
But they
that's
said
what
they
I
were going to
thought.
use this to look for
Pam
drugs,
here.
to look for anything
Pam,
in people's systems. when this shit
like,
came out.
okay, like Pam just said, now it's real bad. But is it, Pam? Is it really bad, or is there just more people getting tested now? So now all of a sudden there's an uprise because everybody's
Because they don't tell us how many people are actually sick. You know what I mean? Because they said on Worldometers, when I checked today, they said 100,000 people are critical illness. Only 100,000 in the world. In the world.
I'm fact checking you on that.
More people die of the flu than more people die of that every year of the flu.
Hey,
this is my thing. This is what I've been trying to figure out is that I've looked up everyone's talking about this new wave of corona and that the symptoms are different than the last. But if you put the coronavirus symptoms next to the flu symptoms for any kind of influenza, it's all the same. So if you go get tested, how are they going to say it's corona or any type of influenza?
You know what?
They're the same symptoms. And the bottom line is this. The bottom line is that when they're telling you this, note one other thing, okay? Like seriously note this, Billy. Have you seen anything else for death of anybody except
Oh, no.
coronavirus? Nobody's dying of the flu now all of a sudden.
They
Okay.
took that
There's no
statistic
pneumonia
down
deaths
off
anymore.
of,
There's
they took
no,
that statistic
you know,
down,
the
and they're
people
not
aren't even
showing
dying of
it
old
anymore.
age anymore. It's all
No, they never
coronavirus.
showed it. They never showed
And
it.
no, Red.
That's
Right
wrong.
now, it's all Red. Right now, it's all coronavirus. And I know that this time last year, they were
It was
marking
all
deaths
the flu.
of the flu and pneumonia.
Right, the flu and pneumoniA. And this
Where's
year,
flu
suddenly
ever?
the flu and pneumonia ain't killed nobody.
Well, and they
Right.
won't even show the statistics of just death.
Right. And
Just
Right.
and I want to
Look, I just showed it. Look, I just showed the numbers. Look at that, you guys. 15 million are currently infected. This is worldwide from Worldometers, right? So 15,535,705 people are in mild condition. 100,743 are in serious or critical condition. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's worldwide, y'all.
All right.
What do you need, Dwayne?
Yeah, let Dwayne go, because this is the host of the Night Talk right here on the Freedom Revolution Network's KFRN digital broadcasting.
So here's my thing, okay, which is what I'm not understanding. You know, Scarlett, I was just looking at the same numbers you were. Worldwide. Okay. And if I'm slurring, I'm sorry. This whole fucking Cedra thing got my fucking speech and everything done fucked up. How the fuck is the United States half of them fucking cases?
Because we have a
Now,
Right,
sophisticated
and it didn't
testing machine.
originate here.
Now watch this, okay? I'm gonna take it back to when we first talked about it.
Right.
They tried to blame the U.S. military. The U.S. military, when we had the World Games, when they had the War Games over in China, they tried to blame us. Yeah, hold on. They tried to blame us. But here's my fact. Is Obama and Dr. Fauci and everybody else was caught in the Wuhan lab of virology at the time that the convention was coming out. And Obama specifically said before he left office that we are leaving President Donald J. Trump with a pandemic playbook.
Yes.
So here's my thing. Hold on, Red. So here's my thing. One, why the fuck are we leaving our president with a pandemic, playbook? And two, how the fuck did it go from all the way over there, thousands of miles away, to all the way over here when we shut the fucking borders down? So here's my thing, right?
Right.
How the fuck does it get 30 fucking thousand miles away from one country when they locked it completely down when cases started spiking? How the fuck did it reach here? Let me tell you why. Because I bet you, I shit you not, because me and Scarlett actually kind of agreed on this one. They're spraying us with it constantly. Now, here's my thing. Everyone sees these jets going up in the fucking sky, and this is a theory. I'm going off of a dead theory. And I've done some research, and it can be possible. What if they're fucking spraying us with it?
Now you're right, Dwayne, with these chemtrails and shit. You're right. Now that could be possible. You could aerosolize the virus and you could put that out. Now I don't know if it would survive the upper atmosphere because they say, but if you think that this new coronavirus vaccine needs to be kept at negative 95 degrees Fahrenheit, that makes you wonder if they could spray it on your ass. You know what I mean? And it would survive the upper level atmospheres down to the bottom. You know, smart dust works in the same way. It could be programmed. It could be a nanovirus that's programmed on smart dust. It could be a lot of shit.
Well, watch. Here's my thing, okay? So my son's babysitter, and I'm gonna go personal here for a minute. My son's babysitter just passed away at 54 years old because of the virus.
Damn, that's
Jolie's cousin. Hold on. I don't know. Jolie's cousin just came off a vent today.
Okay.
They tried to pull her off the vent.
Right. How long has she been on it?
She was on the vent for 9 days.
That's a long time for lungs. It's really hard to get your lungs off of it afterwards.
She was on it for 9 days, but when they tried to pull her off it the 4th day, you want to know what happened? They had her at 40%. 40% ventilator. They took her off, and she crashed.
Yep.
Her vitals,
that happens a lot.
Her vitals crashed. Now, here's my thing, okay? I'm asthmatic, right? It's his wireless mic. Here's my thing. I am asthmatic. Supposedly, if I catch COVID, I'm going to die.
Right.
Okay? And I'm sorry I'm taking long. I'm just trying to prove a point.
No, you're good.
I had been sick multiple times throughout the year.
You have. Yeah. And you've been on air sick a couple times, too.
My seizures have affected my immune system.
Yeah, they have. They've ran it down.
Me having asthma has already affected my immune system.
But honestly, all the years that I was an asthmatic, I never had that many issues, though, Dwayne. Honestly, you don't get as many like respiratory illnesses as you would think.
I do. It's just I don't let anyone see it, and I know how to control them manually and get my breathing back.
Because you had to deal with not being able to breathe. Anybody with asthma has had to deal with that.
And 3, me having stomach ulcers already fucks me up because blood is already sitting in my stomach.
Right.
So
shit.
So here's the thing. They say people with underlying conditions have it worse. Let me tell you something. My whole family,
the population.
My ex's side of the family, when we were together, we all got sick at the same time, same fucking symptoms, and this was back in October, November.
Right.
You want to know who's the only one who did not get sick? My son. Dean didn't get sick, not fucking once, and we were holding him, playing with him, not 6 feet away from him. He never got sick. So here's the thing: if the virus has been out that long,
which Fauci said he's got to go back and redo the timeline of like when the virus actually came to be. So that's
so if we go back to November of last year, and I want to make all of you think, Red, including you, if this was out at this time. And we're all 6 feet. We're not 6 feet apart from each other.
We're not?
Nobody else was getting sick.
Right.
So here's my thing. Why do we have to maintain 6 feet now? Why do we?
They said, I've heard it's a pagan ritual. That's what I've heard.
And here's the thing, too. It's the New World Takeover.
Oh, yeah. It is the New World Order. If y'all don't realize we in the New World Order, I don't know what to tell y'all at this point.
And so here's my thing about that, too, okay? Is I'm going to take this religiously here for a minute. What does the Book of Revelations talk about, Scarlett? We've went through this already.
Lots of shitty things.
We went through this already. Famines would start hitting. People would start getting sick. And for the people who don't believe in this, that's fine. I'm just going to say this. Me and Scarlett knew this was coming a year ago this month, because this is when we really dived in to the Book of Revelations. We stayed up on the phone for 8 hours to finish a 24 chapter book with so many verses in it. Now, I've been seeing this meme going around on TikTok and Facebook and everywhere of God saying, did you plan everything for the 2020s? And they're going like, 2020? And he went like, you jammed every event for 10 years into a one.
Red tells this really good. Red, tell it. Tell it.
Oh. Can you hear? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so there's a God voice. This is the God voice. Okay. And then there's the angel voice. This is the angel voice. Do we have the two voices down now?
Yep,
correct.
Yep.
I might have to ask once in a while.
Hey, angel. Did you get all those events in for 2020? Oh yeah, I absolutely did that. They're all. Wait, did you say 2020 is in plurals? Did you say that plural? Yes, I did. Absolutely. I gave you a very specific set of events for the next 10 years. Wait, what did you think I said? 2020? What? 2020? Oh, they're so fucked. And the Americans have their election. Fuck.
That's the one I was just going for because me and Kenzie were laying down watching that today. And
It's a good one.
and so like here's my thing. You know, like my mom was scared, you know, me going out and everything like I was, you know, when the protests were happening.
Right.
That I was gonna get COVID. Now at my sister's wedding, I had a COVID scare, and you can ask Scarlett because I called
Yeah, but wasn't her wedding outdoors though?
Yeah, but it was someone that I was just around like 3 days prior to this.
Yeah, but you're outside. You were good.
Yep. Outside I think is less of a risk. But
Well,
how
no,
even
what?
we were at,
It was someone I was at a bar with having a drink.
Right.
Oh,
That
now
was-
you were
that had
inside.
COVID.
And you were drinking. You were inside, and you were
I was
drinking.
Oh my God,
Don't you understand?
A
that
horror
the virus
movie?
is going to attack you if you're in a bar.
No, I can see
Hold
what's
on.
happening
Now,
at the bar, honestly. I was just in a bar 2 weekends ago, right?
yeah, when I told you not to, when I fucking told you not to, and just go
I'm
back to
whatever I
your
want. I'm a
hotel.
grown ass woman, Dwayne. I'm a grown ass woman. Do what I want. So I went to
Yeah,
the bar,
Grown
right?
Right.
woman does what she wants, has to call her best friend, drunk off of her ass, to be like, Red, they's all fighting down there, and I'm trying to stay out of it. Please keep my ass over here. Like,
Right.
Red, now wait, now Red, I
Red.
feel bad for you. Red, I feel bad for you because that was supposed to be my responsibility that night.
It was
And
not.
instead
No,
of
because then
calling
Red called me, and I was like, "What up, G?" Like I was
And-
drunk as shit.
And
I
instead of
But
instead
hold
of
on,
telling
back to
her,
the
no,
point.
hold on,
No, that's
no,
not the
hold
point.
on.
Damn it! I
You
want to bring it
can
to the point. The point is, I went into this bar, and I could see honestly how things could go wrong. I could see how maybe people aren't necessarily being careful in bars. I could see how people in bars maybe act like nothing's different besides walking in with their mask. And I could see why that could be a problem.
You know
Right,
what? But
Big Joe? I'm a grown ass woman, okay? That is just real.
But
talk.
here's
I'm a
my
grown-ass
thing,
woman.
though. But back to what I was saying, you know, is like, yes, 3 days prior to this, before my sister's wedding, yes, I was after the protest. A couple of us went out and had drinks. You know, we
Yeah,
sat
you guys went
outside.
to that wood bar that you guys like to go to, right?
Husband. You know,
Yeah.
and we had to walk inside to go get our drinks, but then they had a whole fenced out back outside area.
Oh, right, little
Like the
patio.
stage. No, it was like a whole fucking. It wasn't just a little patio. It was open. They had a stage. We can sit in the
Oh, that's
stage,
cool.
smoke cigarettes, talk. Well, and then I get a phone call at my sister's wedding, going like, "Hey, one of the guys that we were protesting with yesterday has been tested for COVID-19. He's known this for 2 days and neglected to tell any single one of us."
Right.
So I
Hey
jumped in.
guys,
Hey, Red.
Hey, Red.
it's 11:32 here. Do you think I can go outside?
Yes.
No,
It's
you
cool.
can't.
You should go
You
outside.
can't.
Can you see the sky?
No.
Can you see the
It's
sky?
after 10 o'clock. You can't.
Freaking the greatest thing in the world is going on outside right now, and I want to
We're
see
getting
it.
a meteor shower. That's why I said, can you see
Yes.
the sky? Because your sky is beautiful. Red's
I
okay.
know, and it's
The
freaking
valley is
beautiful. And
gorgeous.
yes, I can see the sky, but I'm afraid to go outside. What if Corona sees me?
True. Corona can only see you at night after 10
float
p.m.
after you?
10. That's what I'm saying. It's 11:32, man. It's a, oh my God, I could die if I
You
go
know
outside.
what?
Corona's gonna
No,
find
you
me.
gotta wait until
After
5
this
o'clock in the
conversation-
Is this
morning.
like Bloody
Fun.
Mary? If we say it 3 times fast, she'll just show up.
Please don't. No, no.
Coronavirus! Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
This shit is real. Okay, but so I want to say this. I tagged Scarlett in a video the other day, and I thought it was funny. And Red laughed her ass off at it because I saw Red reacted to it. It's when people show up at 10 or more people show up at Thanksgiving. What?
That's shitty. Now, see,
That's
those are the
bullshit.
shitty people we want to talk about too. The shitty people, because they make everything worse. If you know you're sick, don't go nowhere. If you know,
Especially a
don't
baby.
go nowhere.
We was just having this conversation because somebody at my old workplace, well, actually, two people at my old workplace tested for COVID-19, and they didn't tell anybody that they tested, and they did not do their quarantine, because when you're tested, you are told to quarantine until your results come back. They did not quarantine. Then they come into work and tell everybody that they tested positive and that they ain't wearing a mask, and they is still going to continue to come to work, and they do have symptoms, which is what got them tested in the first place, because they went to the doctor because they was sick. And then they came back to work like they was fine, but they wasn't fine. I luckily had not been already working there for over a week and a half before these people showed up talking about we have the fucking coronavirus. But my point being, when they said this, like, I am not a coronavirus freak, but I was raised in a Generation X, I guess is what I'm called. I don't even know. But my generation was taught some damn morals, values, and common damn courtesy. Okay. And part of that was, if you was sick, it didn't matter what you were sick with. If you had a fever, if you had a cough, if you had anything of that nature going on, you stayed the hell home. I don't care what you're sick with. I don't care if you have mumps. I don't care if you have strep throat. I don't care if you have pneumonia, the flu, a common damn cold. You stay the fucking home.
I got reprimanded for that, and that's when I quit my previous employer.
You know what?
You can't be going to work sick, man. It's just not good. Nobody should be doing it. That should be something that's extinguished in American work culture and needed to been a long time ago. If you're sick, you don't need to be at work, period. You need to sit your ass at home until you feel better and you don't have no more damn symptoms.
Well, watch it. Like with Lowe's, when I told them I got tested, they went like, when you started had symptoms, you still should have came to work. I'm going like,
see, look, if the pandemic is as bad as they claim, that should be the number one thing that everybody should be like, no, we're not.
That's one of the major retailers that stayed open during the major lockdowns.
Can I shoot myself now, please? Because this is just fucking too much.
Ain't it though? Because I mean, honestly, just stay at home and there's a bunch of people looking for jobs.
Lock us all down for fucking 21 days. It's 15 days for the
seriously.
And just figure out who's sick or not.
They tried to take away the liquor stores and the weed here in Colorado, and they were
that ain't gonna work.
Those essential.
No, because they're making bank off of everything.
Now watch
They're making bank off of the whole thing. If you go to the retailers, any major retailer, guess what? The one thing that they're pushing: alcohol.
Wait, I meant to do that one. Allie said one of my friends tested positive, and their employer is still making them come into work. Like, what the fuck?
See, these are the people we're talking about. These are the people.
Okay, so now, like,
Casimiro's job gives them 2 weeks home and pay leave. Now, see, that's a good job. You got a good job, Casimiro.
I'm trying to be this person, Dwayne, but you need to tell your friend wherever she lives, whatever county, wherever she is in whatever state, whatever county, she needs to contact her health department in that county and report her employer.
Aren't they in Colorado? Isn't Allie in Colorado?
Yep.
Call Colorado Department of Health.
She needs to call the Colorado Department of Health in the county that she lives in immediately.
Because I hate to be the snitch on that, but that's the shit that'll actually keep some shit going if there really is a serious pandemic. That is the one act that will keep it going, is people going into work sick with symptoms. Now, if you're asymptomatic, you can't help that. You're not having symptoms. You got a typhoid Mary situation going on, right? But if you have physical symptoms of any sickness, you need to stay the fuck.
But once again, I mean, there again is, who is to blame for it? Is it the people or the businesses?
The businesses,
who are trying to
because folks can't take off work.
The businesses who are trying to stay open during an entire thing that we all know is bullshit.
And you know what? And here's the thing, though, too. Like like this, and then I'm going to kind of switch topics here for a minute because I want to go to something else.
Two words. Wait, before you do that, 2 words that everybody in every industry and every job right now needs to remember. Nuremberg trials. Remember them words.
Yes, come on.
They're gonna make a comeback. They're gonna make a comeback, people, and
Yeah,
you ain't gonna like it.
that
And if you don't know what the Nuremberg trials are, I suggest you do some research
The
and you learn real
them
quick.
Them trials happened, I think, literally right. Correct me right if I'm wrong. Happened literally right at the end of World War II.
Yeah.
If them are the trials I am thinking of in my head.
Yep, those are the correct trials.
Yeah,
okay.
Basically, the World War II Nazi trials.
It was
Basically.
before the UN,
Yes.
the Nuremberg trials, and the UN was created a bit after Nuremberg.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's the subject I want to switch to here for a minute, and it's kind of a lighter subject. Just to it's to get my head to relax here for a minute, guys. And I hate going from really serious to like really laid back.
We're not talking about Baby Yoda.
We're not talking about Baby Yoda.
He's
So
fine.
I want to talk about this, and it's a funny fucking subject, and it's kind of laid back because I feel like my head's about to explode. So it's kind of like a laid back subject.
Okay.
And this is just something in my head that I thought would make everybody laugh.
Okay.
So both of my friends have been listening to Christmas music at the start of fucking November.
Oh, I saw a meme for that, a smudge meme that was like, you can't sing Christmas music before Thanksgiving. It was like, do you hear what I
You know what?
hear?
We all need it right now.
Now here's my thing. No,
say this. Not all of you haters out there. If they want to be happy and they want to be in the Christmas spirit, let them spread that shit. Let them spread it like a fucking virus.
you know what? I agree, but here's my thing. After working in a haunted house for 2 years and going all the way into the middle of November, and Scarlett knows this because we had this conversation after the one day I got home from work.
Yep.
Fucking Christmas music. Now, when Krampus came around, which is one of the events we held, we had a whole Krampus event at the Factory Terror. We do it every year. I could get into it. Once we started planning for like the Christmas haunt, that's when my mood would kind of start changing because it was like this is the second weekend in November we did this. My thing is now I just can't do it. Like I'm gonna be honest, I got a kid and I cannot get into the Christmas spirit. Like,
well, you're gonna have to. He's little. He's a baby.
But also, we did go out and get my son, which I thought this is the coolest invention fucking alive. It's a PBS Go kids tablet / DVD player, and this thing is fucking amazing. It was $109, and me and Julie went out on Monday and got this bitch. And while I'm sitting there doing it, I'm singing. I'm going like, dashing through the snow.
Oh,
and Julie went like, I thought you hate Christmas music in November. I'm going like, but it's helping. It's helping me through this shit.
Whoa. Bruh. Okay. I know we wanted to not talk about coronavirus.
Can you hold off for like, can you hold off for a little bit, please?
I guess. I already said it though. They can detect it through voice. And that's
I know
saying that the frequency.
My head
now we gotta hold on, but we gotta be really careful. Dwayne, this is really serious because there's some frequencies coming into the universe that are
hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
And people's lives are going to be in danger.
Please.
Whatever, Dwayne.
No,
it's people's lives.
I'm addressing a comment. Okay. Damn you, Scarlett, because I was going to address a comment. Damn it.
What comment? The comments are all right there.
It's that one.
Yeah, okay. And people feel the way that they want to about Christmas,
You know, but here's
some people are celebrating it. Some people do other celebrations, and that's up to them. That's their place.
Christmas, to me, it's like that most sacred time of year. And it's not even just because I'm a Christian.
Right.
One that was my grandmother's favorite holiday before she passed away. One of her favorites. And two, now that I have a kid, it's waking up in the morning and, watching him open up gifts and giggle and laugh. You know, like last year was just my son's first Christmas, and I'm gonna cry because my son's almost 2 years old. Where is time gone? And I haven't been there that whole time. Damn it! I gotta step away for a minute, guys, because now I'm fucking crying.
Aw, Dwayne, don't cry.
Oh, cry on air, man. I've done it myself.
Man, no, because it's fucked up. Because like my kid has started doing so much.
Yeah, well, I understand that. And I shared a personal story on air, so and I've been there, done that. So
my kid started.
Don't be afraid of showing your personal life, man.
My kid started walking when I wasn't around. I didn't even get to see him take his first 2 steps. He started talking. He started doing sign language, and I just get told over this by a phone.
It's hard, Dwayne. I get it.
You know, and now I'm supposed to try to go Christmas shopping for him and not even able to take him with. You know, a lot of parents take their little tiny ones with them, you know, and whatever they point at, they grab. You know, but how am I supposed to do that? You know, but that's something, you know, I wanted to do with my son, you know. Like, let him pick out a few of his, you know, a few of his own things. He's not going to know if he's going to get them or not. You know, because he's so little. But just something I wanted to do. You know, with my kid, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting emotional and like sharing this on air, but you guys are the people I can trust.
No, but here's the thing is that this past summer, I was not able to fly my son, who I only get to see during the summer and every other Christmas, out to Colorado from Texas to come spend time with me. And because of the airline restrictions and everything, I only got to spend like 5 weeks with him, where I normally get to spend like 3 months with him. So I can understand how it feels to not be able to have that time, not to be able to have that connection, and to have that love that you want to be able to give them something special. You know, I mean, I can understand that.
You know, like my son knows who I am. My son knows I'm his dad. You know, my son knows I have a seizure disability because God bless my son's soul. When I had my seizure on Sunday, he sat by me the whole time.
Well,
but, you know, I don't get to see all these firsts, you know, and I'm going to say this on air. My ex is a fucking bitch.
Oh.
Fuck that. My ex is a cunt.
Well, okay.
Sorry.
Watch what you say because it can be used against you.
She's watched the show before.
Yep, but what I'm saying to you is you need to watch what you say because those words in a courtroom will bite you in the ass.
Oh, gee, I know. It's why when I do this, Mel goes out and edits my videos.
Yeah.
I message Mel and I tell her what time slot it was and tell her to take it out.
Well, anyway, that's going to be my parting message for tonight because unfortunately I have to go babysit a bunch of not so capable people tomorrow.
You start your first day of work tomorrow.
No, I already did that. I've already been through 2 days. So tomorrow I get to go continue the nightmare. But everybody, you already saw it, but there's a reason why that's there. And I hope that you all never let down. But I'm going to bow out for the evening. And Dwayne, have a wonderful show. Guys, I wish I could stay longer, but I can't. It's time for me to head to the sack. This whole 6 months of not working, and now I'm back in the swing of things. I'm back in the saddle again. Anyway,
Freak Child, thank you so much for being here in the Night Talk, dude. It's an honor when you get to be on here. with us.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, that means a lot to me.
So, have fun at work tomorrow.
I'll take Baby Yoda and make sure he gets in his bed. So don't worry about
Did you
it.
throw Baby Yoda again?
Oh, you missed
Good
it.
night.
You missed it. Don't worry
I'm
about
gonna
it.
stab you. Stop abusing Baby Yoda.
He loves it. Every time I do it, he goes,
I can't.
all right, gang. From the Freak Child, signing out from the KFRN studios tonight. I hope you all have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
You need to take Baby Yoda so it can stop being abused. That's
Stop
real.
abusing the Mandalorian.
Poor Mandalorian
Or
child.
whatever. He should send me Baby Yoda so I can help him abuse him.
Take Baby Yoda, please.
I know, that's what I said. I was like, you need to take Baby Yoda.
And guys, I am.
I would
Nope,
feed him to
you're
my
good.
goats.
You've been speaking to your goats, Red. Oh God.
No, I said I would feed Baby Yoda to my goats.
Don't feed Baby Yoda to the goats. That's not okay.
That would be great. They would love him.
No, they wouldn't.
And then he would become a part of each and every one of them and live on forever.
Red, that's not okay.
That's the whole spirit of Yoda.
But this is Baby Yoda.
Whatever, Baby Yoda, Big Yoda. I mean, we eat sheep when they're little because they taste better. I mean, Yoda's like, what, 900 and some when he fucking dies? Who wants to wait that long to eat him? Fuck that. Feed him while he's young and tender.
But he's a sweet baby.
Yeah, sweet. The goats are going to love it.
Oh my God, Red.
Sweet and juicy.
Gee, that's not okay. That's not okay, man. You just can't do
Yeah,
Baby
they'll
Yoda
just
like
think it's
that.
a piece of broccoli.
Red,
What?
that's not okay, man. Out of all the people, I would not expect to be hearing that from you.
What? I don't like Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda needs to be fed to the goats. I'm totally okay with this.
Why do you not like Baby Yoda? What has Baby Yoda ever done to
I
you?
am totally on Freak Child's side with this whole abuse of Baby Yoda.
Allie, her child is going like, my child is freaking out, like, they're gonna eat me.
Yeah.
You know what? I will say this though. 2020 is coming to an end. Hopefully. Me and Red, I'm gonna say this has been since Scarlett went to go get a drink. Red, this has been a long fucking year. This has been a long year. I can hear Scarlett singing in the background. This has been a long year. I'm just ready for this year to be over. But yet again, I don't know if I'm ready to completely leave this chaos yet.
What? How high are you right now?
Emotionally, high. Physically, none. God, I wish I was. Trust me.
Are you running a fever? What's going on? Something's wrong with you.
Man, I'm over this year, but at the same time, this year has made me so much stronger. And I'm
Just
not ready
stop
to
right
be
there.
over with.
Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. No,
I mean, just look at how much all of us have grown and came together over this year. It's like,
What? No. Nope. You do not. No. Absolutely not. No.
Fred's going just quit, Dwayne. Okay, to be honest, I'm ready for this year to be over. Can we? I swear, nobody better be saying Happy New Year's on December 31st. We all better be fucking yelling Jumanji so we can get the fuck out of this game.
Dude, if
haven't
it
said
was
this
as
in a while,
easy
but
as yelling
Robin-
Jumanji, we'd be out of the game already.
Man, but it's not that
It ain't
simple
that
this
freaking
year. Man, it feels like Robin Williams took the board with him. Jesus. Like, can we have the fucking board back? Something?
No, God broke the board and made forth the earth.
You know what, Scarlett? If you're going to talk, come all the way over here. I can't hear you over there.
No, that's David.
Oh, what's David saying?
Hashtag kids ain't shit. My kids over here are like,
I would
no,
say,
Robin Williams died. He took the board, he took the Jumanji board to heaven, and God then altered it and made the whole board the earth. And now we are the game. We don't get out of it.
oh, God. Damn it,
What?
David.
Hold on. Are you talking about Jumanji?
Yeah, David said that Robin Williams died with the board, took it to heaven, God altered the board, and made the board earth.
Damn, that's cold blooded. And he did die, so that he could be telling the truth.
Right? David's
See,
like, we
so
don't
that's
get out of the
bullshit.
game. We are the game.
Hard the game.
David,
Son of a
no,
bitch.
now wait a minute. And I love David, but David's on some bullshit.
Right? I just said that. Hashtag kids ain't shit.
I'm gonna say this hashtag sorry, not sorry. But this is some bullshit. Like coronavirus, the election, the protest, the burning shit down, the
Murder
lockdowns,
hornets.
murder
Hornets.
hornets.
Oh, cannibal rats.
Brain
Meth
eating
gators.
Oh,
amoebas.
did you all see the new flying scorpions?
Oh,
No,
what?
Yeah, there's
Oh my
these
God,
new
this
flying
really is the monkey.
scorpions, guys. Who had those for this month?
November 2020 bingo. Yeah, who had those
Not-
in their
not-
November bingo?
Not me.
Oh,
Flying
good. Baby Yoda has
scorpion.
been safe.
Red. I
Yeah.
just want to make sure I heard you right. Flying scorpions.
Yes. Yes.
So these fly
they look like
and then
wasps.
sting you?
They
Let me
look
look
like
this up.
wasps with the tail of a scorpion.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I don't
Whole
think
lot
my
of
mom
milk.
had that on her bingo card either.
We ain't had this on the bingo. Mm-mm.
We didn't have
Gee,
this
I
on
was
the
not-
bingo. It was obviously somewhere on the bingo, y'all.
Hey, you know what? Hey, hold on
It
a
wasn't
minute.
on my
Mick
card. I
Toe's
didn't
making
follow
a
that. I
point.
didn't hear.
Hey,
see where they're
Mick
supposed
Toe's
to be
making a
from.
point. Look at the
Oh,
comments.
tribulation? Yeah. I seen that. The tribulation. I'm trying to figure out where these things come from, though.
You know what? And this
Hold
year
on,
has taught
wait.
me something. Well, while she's doing that, I'm going
I'll
to say
find
this.
it.
I'm going to
Keep
reference
going. You
Philippians.
guys keep going.
I'm going to reference Philippians 4:11 here for a minute. I am not saying this because I am in need. For I have learned to be content, whatever the circumstances may be. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in every situation, whether well fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or enough. I can do all things through him who gives me strength. Yet it was good of you to share in my troubles. Now, did any of you just catch what I said?
No.
I'm
What'd you say?
going to say this again. I am not saying this because I am in need. For I have learned to be content in whatever circumstances. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in every situation, whether being well fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And then if you go to Psalms, and I want to back this up again, it says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. This book was found in Byron, Texas. Byron, Texas. Scarlett.
Yeah, I don't got time for that. Absolutely not.
Okay. I'm calling my mom real quick because I want to ask her a fucking question.
She from Texas, ain't she?
Who, my mom? Tennessee.
Yeah. Tennessee. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew it was a T. Damn, I got my T's mixed up. But like I put on there, I'm out. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, Like, what else could happen? You know, I mean, we just got all the things going on right now. I mean, can we even?
Okay, my mom has confirmed that she doesn't even have that on her bingo card.
See, look, we didn't have that on the bingo card. I'm telling you.
Now, what the fuck is this? A clown-faced tiger moth?
Bruh, I don't know what it is.
Scarlet. That neither of these things were on my bingo card, G.
I'm saying though, this is what I'm trying to say. This is all I'm trying to say. This was not on the list. Okay? Not on the list.
And I'm going to say this because I'm tired of the 2020s already. And it's not even 2021.
Nope.
Now, here's my thing. And I normally get religious like this, so don't get offended if I do. Now, the book of Revelations talks about this shit. The tribulations. Scarlett, I got a question for you.
Yes.
What if this is the beginning of the 7 years of tribulation?
I mean, it could be. I mean, you know, where's the Antichrist, though? Where's the Antichrist? Who is the Antichrist?
I have a feeling it's Biden.
Hey, Biden's too old.
No, oh yeah, good point. It's 30s or 40s.
Yep, he's got to be in that right age. Now, who could that be? Like, let's really sit and think about it. Are there young people? I don't know if Obama's young enough. I don't think he's young enough.
Look at how old Obama is.
I mean, they don't say how old he really is, to be fair, the Antichrist, but I just feel like if it was a tribulation, where's the Antichrist? That's all I'm saying.
I'm not trying to guess that Christ is coming back because it says nor the day nor hour will we know when he's going to come back.
No,
right?
But we will know the signs of the times, you know.
This is showing it.
I mean, it's not good. And, I mean, to be fair, what they say about the Antichrist is, you know, one man who brings everybody under the world government. Right. You know, so, I mean, I don't know, who could it be? I mean, some people say, like, Trump's the Antichrist.
Too old.
You know, others could say Biden's the Antichrist, right? I feel like they're a little old. But.
Now, here's my next question. Okay? If our God is for us, then who can stop us? And if our God is with us, who can stand against us? And I'm going to reference that from a Chris Tomlin song. If you go look it up, it's called Our God. And I've done it here on America many times.
Interestingly enough, the prophet Daniel describes the Antichrist in these terms. After I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, and there were his eyes like eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking pompous words. He shall speak pompous words against the Most High. And that's from Daniel 7:7 through 8:25.
You said Daniel 7 what?
7:7 through 8 and 25.
8 through 25?
7 and 8 and 25.
7:7.
Yep.
8 through 25. Why I was thinking about the horn.
7, 8. No, 7, 7, 7 and 8, and then just 25.
While I was thinking about the horns, there before me was another horn, a little one which came up among them, and 3 of the first horns were uprooted before it. This horn had eyes like the eyes of a human being and a mouth that spoke boastfully. I'm just gonna keep reading now. As I looked, thrones were set in place in the ancient days. Took his seat. His clothing was as white as snow. The hair of his head was white as wool. His throne was flaming with fire, and his wheels were ablaze. Okay, that's talking about Christ. So now I need to go to 25. This is what my version says, and I'm coming from the NIV.
Right.
He would speak against the Most High and oppress his holy people, and try to change the set times and the laws. The holy people will be delivered into his hands for times and a half a time. So everybody says, "Oh, the world's ending, the world's ending, the world's ending."
Well, I mean, they say though in 2 Thessalonians 2:9, the coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan with all powers, signs, and lying wonders. And they said it would be from a European leader to a world leader to a global dictator. So I don't know if Biden or Trump fit into that category.
What, another Hitler?
Something like that, I guess.
I don't know, man.
People like Emmanuel Macron could be potentially a possibility that would come out of Europe. I don't think it's going to be Boris Johnson of the UK.
What?
Macron. Micto said it right here. It's the tribulation. The Antichrist is either Trudeau, which I could see Trudeau of Canada because he's young. And technically he's owned by the Commonwealth, which would be under European rule. So I could see Trudeau.
Did you have this on your bingo card?
Like I said, Emmanuel Macron of France.
Did you have this on your bingo card? Part spider, part scorpion, creature captured in amber.
Nope, didn't have that one either.
Kenzie, did you have this on your 2020 bingo card? Part spider, part scorpion? Yep. Kenzie had it.
Cloud-faced tiger, Bob. Where you be finding this stuff?
Okay, so Scarlett, Kenzie beat us by 2. She had the meth gators and the scorpions.
Right?
Did you have the flying scorpions? Did you have flying scorpions on your 2020 bingo card? I think so. Fuck, Kenzie got a bingo already.
All right. I mean, good for her.
Damn, woman. Come here for a minute. We go take a bath? I'll come sit down there.
Those are wild.
Yeah, but guys, I did say I'm only doing an hour and a half show tonight because it's not my show time.
Perfect. That's cool. Then we can probably.
I'm gonna wrap this up with a little something. I'm gonna do it differently, tonight than what I do most nights because you know what? Tonight I'm gonna be a little weirder than what I normally am.
I mean, aren't you always weird?
Shut up, Scarlett. That's besides the point.
Okay.
Religiously weird. So roll with me.
Okay, I'll roll with it.
I'm gonna be religiously weird, and I might take like another.
Oh, can we talk about the one cool story first before we get out of here?
Yeah, what's the story? Actually, no, I'm not gonna end the show. I'm gonna go lay with Kenzie. Y'all gonna go see me lay with
Suspect wanted by FBI attempts underwater escape on sea scooter.
What?
Yeah, right? That's what I said. I was like, wait, hold on. This is actually good. A suspect in a $35 Ponzi scheme is in custody after trying to escape arrest by using a sea scooter to hide. Hold on. I'll share my screen so you guys can see this. Hold on. This is great. Sea scooter. Boom. In Lake Shasta. The U.S. Attorney's Office filed court documents that said 44-year-old Matthew Piercy used a Yamaha submersible device to stay under the surface of Lake Shasta after initially leading agents on a chase through neighborhoods and highways in the Redding area. A helicopter monitoring Piercy watched him swim to the lake with the device after abandoning his truck at the shore. A Yamaha tutorial video describes the sea scooter as having underwater propulsion that allows users to cruise at depths of 100 feet below the surface. According to documents, Piercy was out of sight underwater, where law enforcement could only see. He emerged from the frigid waters after 25 minutes and was taken into custody. Piercy has been indicted for running an alleged $35 million Ponzi scheme through his company called Family Wealth Legacy. He used investor money to buy his homes and pay millions of his own credit. The FBI is investigating for more than a year. Attorney Josh Combs has clients who are alleged victims. You know, you never know what's going through someone's mind when they're being pursued by the FBI. And then as we kept investigating, and all of a sudden he is trying to escape into a lake using a submersible device. The FBI, already wanted by the FBI and now making waves with the underwater attempted escape, this suspect went from his submersible scooter to the slammer. The U.S. attorney is now considering this suspect a flight risk. He's in custody in the Sacramento County Jail with no bail and no sea scooter. He is charged with wire fraud, mail fraud, money laundering, and witness tampering.
God damn, and you try to get away by the water with all that? What the shit?
With sea scooter.
Oh, Red left us, damn it.
Oh, sad, because she knows we're ending. Oh,
well,
look.
I just said I wasn't.
Emmanuel, which of course means God is with us. In fact, all parts of his name call him sort of a God or Jesus, except his last meaning a written or printed mark.
No, wait a minute. I just said we weren't ending because I was going to go lay in bed.
Oh,
damn it,
right.
Red. Because Kenzie said as long as I come lay in bed, I can keep doing my show.
Oh, right.
So I can lay here and talk.
Interesting, though. That's really interesting.
How do you try to get away with a water scooter? Like, babe,
I don't know how you try to get away with the water.
You tried to run away underwater with a water scooter.
Well, if I had that much money, I'd maybe try to get away on a helicopter or sea submersible. I would have got a submarine. I wouldn't have tried to get out in Lake Shasta. That's like a volcano, bro. I would have rather go somewhere else. I mean, I don't know. That would just be me.
Now here's
see what Bonnie said about Emmanuel Macron? How we were talking about, could he be the Antichrist? Look at that.
I mean, he can be looking at that.
I mean, honestly, really think about that. Written or printed mark, like Mark of the Beast. That's what it made me think of. Mark of the Beast.
Religious stuff, COVID-19, the election. Do you want to put your 2 cents in here somewhere? I can unplug my headphones.
Yeah, cool.
Well, no, Scarlett said to unplug my headphones. Okay, Scarlett, you're out of my headphones.
Sweet. All right, hold on. I got to change this up.
I got it.
You got it?
Yep, edit name.
I got it already. Boom, got it.
Okay, you do it.
Boom. Look at that. Okay, now go.
So,
his birth date is December 21st, 1977. So, yeah, he would be within that age range. Born the first day of winter.
So, I want to ask Kenzie a question.
Go ahead.
So, you were talking about the curfew earlier. What are your opinions on it that we're going into?
Okay, so for reference, I live about 4 hours away from Columbus
right.
with traffic. Okay. I start my job in Columbus on Thursday.
Right.
I will be working 10-hour shifts. How in the fuck am I supposed to be home in time?
For that essential worker though?
Yeah, we both are.
Mm-hmm. So I think that would be exempt from that rule.
You would think, but it's Ohio.
True. So they might mess with you at night.
And we have big
about that. This time?
And what the fuck about hospitals?
Hospitals will stay open. That's essential.
Well, yeah. Well, 90% of the town I live in is nothing but hospitals.
Well, here's the thing. Are they going to do what they did to TLO and shut our buses down at 10 o'clock?
That's what I'm wondering, because they say they want everybody inside at 10 o'clock, so I can't imagine they're not going to start making rules with, like, cabs and all types of stuff.
Bruh.
What about hunting season?
Right. You ain't never lied, because you got to be out before 5 a.m. for hunting season now. Come on now. That's real.
On a farm, for God's sakes.
Right.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
That's what I mean. Like, what about that? Well, I guess farms are considered essential, though.
Not really.
No, not really.
Well, in my state, they are. Farming was considered essential. I mean, I live in an agricultural state, so.
Yeah, well, so in the town I live in, I'll give you, this is the best example I can think of. School is shut down for I think it's the week before and the week after Thanksgiving
Right.
for hunting season for kids to help provide for the family.
Right. That's what's up.
Columbus and surrounding areas, it is frowned upon if you give that excuse. So
See, Scott, I told you her fucking stuff is on some bullshit.
is all
Yeah,
bullshit.
that's why I don't like Nick Wine, because he's on bullshit.
COVID's bullshit.
Yeah,
Everything's
hopefully that
bullshit.
You know, it's all bullshit, right?
And guys, this is the first time Kenzie's ever been on the show, by the way.
Welcome in.
So, watch this, Scarlett. So I get the verse of the day.
Oh,
on
right,
my
right.
back. I don't want to log into that. Damn it. I don't go to school there right now. I'm still trying to get back in there. Verse of the day. It was in Romans. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, it was. What was it? Damn it. So it says, Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, adheres to, trust, and relies on me as Savior will live even if he dies. And everyone who lives and believes in me as Savior will never die. Do you believe this? But I'm not going to leave you with that because I'm going to keep going. That was the end of 26. Hey, no, where was it? Oh my God, I'm lost. This was not okay. I need to see what verse that was. That was 11, 25, and 26. I knew it was. So it says, if I go to the next verse, it says, me as Savior will never die. She said to him, yes, Lord, I believed and continue to believe that you are the Christ, the Messiah, the anointed one, the Son of God, who was destined and promised to come into the world, and it is for you that the world has waited. Now, here's my thing, and Kenzie, you can answer on this because you know the Bible somehow. I don't understand why.
Because my stepdad's Baptist and my mom was partially raised Methodist.
So here's my thing. Scarlett, we've been saying for what, since March, February, March, is when we really dug into the religious side of the aspect, right? Now, here's my thing. Oh my God, Scarlett, let me see your phone because I got to show this on there.
Okay.
Scarlett,
No. Don't go away. Quick little picture.
I got to turn it around. You're going to laugh your ass off when I show you this.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know if you can read the sign, but
It
it says
says-
light it up. $13.99, and those are gas cans at Walmart for Christmas.
Why are they $13.44? Nothing's 44 cents at Walmart.
It says, damn Walmart, you okay? I am a part of a retail memes page
Me and Kenzie both are.
because
I used to be a part of retail memes. I used to work retail. I used to work in a mall. And honestly, it was exactly like the movie Mallrats. And we weren't too far where the Mallrats mall was. And I actually worked inside the Mallrats mall once. But
But here's the thing: as someone
that's retail life is wild.
that
It
works in
is.
retail, you will never see the real stupid in the world if you don't work in retail.
see, no, in all honesty, the one part of retail that you meet the most stupid is customer service and cashiers.
Yep.
You'll hear horror stories if you work just on the floor or in the back or whatever. No,
Mhm.
you see the real shit.
I was a kiosk worker for a long time. So,
I feel bad for you.
yeah. I sold Proactive, though. So people actually wanted to come to my kiosk.
You know what? But here's my thing, and I'm surprised my fiance actually got on with me.
Well, you're laying here and I don't want to get up, so. And I'm cranky, so.
She's starting to not feel good in your head as you are starting to run a fever.
No, it's probably just because I'm overheated again.
But here's my thing is, and I'm going to say this for the people that ask me, well, why are you laying down when you're supposed to be sitting up somewhere? This is my show. I do it anyways. So, blah. And it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
But
great.
here's my thing. And by the way, hi, Bonnie. I've missed you. I need to turn it down so
I
I
know,
don't
I'm
get
turning it
copyright.
down. It's just TikTok.
I know, but still.
Aw.
Somewhere it says for the tribulation we would have 3.5 good years and 3.5 years of hell, and the riots happened 3.5 years after Trump's election.
That makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, if you really want to go there, it would fit the timeline. Supposedly, we're going to hear our curfew on Friday. This is what's coming down to the grapevine, so you heard it here first. I'll be bitching on Clarity After Dark if that's the case.
Scarlett, am I still allowed to come on with you on Fridays?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to just ask that question. Sorry, I know we're on air. I just wanted to ask.
No, that's fine. You can totally ask. Yeah, no, you sure can.
But, I forgot to mention this. I'm normally better about doing this, guys. I'm sorry. God dang it. I forgot to do a thingy. Guys, if you want to donate, please go to freedomrevolutionnetwork.com and donate. It's not just shows here like the Night Talk. We have Clarity After Dark with your host, Scarlet Anonymous. We have Journey into Freedom with your host, Red Gypsy. He was just on here. You have the original Red Pill Show with your host, Tim, and co-host, that's me. Then you have your Wednesday Bible studies with me again. You have the Liberty Librarian on Thursdays. You have Toe Lives Matter, which is, I don't know when that is going to start yet. Am I missing anything, Scarlett?
We'll have a few new shows as well too, which I don't know the titles of yet.
Right.
But we have 2 other new shows as well, and then eventually, Toe Talk will be on as well.
Yeah, and guys, I hate to say it, with the sad news, guys, I know you guys started enjoying this show, which Dick Wine can kiss my ass. I've never canceled a show since I've been on here. Guys, unfortunately, due to the new restrictions, I have to cancel the Stark County Night Watch. It is not something I wanted to do, and Scarlett knows how I feel about
Yeah,
having to cancel. But when things go back to normal, guys, I promise the show will be back. And we will be back up running and full functional once things allow. It's with the circumstances that has happened. I can't do it. And Migto, it's station manager at freedomrevolutionnetwork.com. You know what, Scarlett? So Red kind of yelled at me earlier, and I don't know if you caught me saying this.
Nope, probably not. I was gone for a minute. I had to go get something to drink.
I'm kind of done with this year, but at the same time, I don't want this year to go away.
Right. I get that.
Red Flip shit on me for this. Because at the same time, yes, this year has been absolute fucking shit. But this year I got with this a beautiful, amazing woman right here.
Stop messing with my hair.
You know, I became a part of an amazing network. You know, and then I've got to meet all of y'all. Migto, Bonnie, Pam, Casimiro, Mike.
We have 9 hosts right now, so we'll eventually have 9 shows on the network.
Which is fucking
amazing. And then I'm going to start the FRN News twice a week. And then, so we're going to have basically like, I think 12 shows total.
And guys, here soon, check us out on KFRN Digital Broadcasting. Soon. I don't know when that's going
Absolutely.
up. But we start, thanks to Mike and Mel and Scarlett, we have official digitals, which is amazing.
Yep.
You know, but I'm going to say this with all sincerity. You know, this year has been one hell of a year. Scarlett, me and you didn't think we were going to make it through this year. as many mental breakdowns me and Scarlett's had on the phone with each other. I thought one of us, Scarlett, and I don't kill me for this, I thought one of us was going to end up in the mental ward sooner or later.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, Kenzie's almost had to admit me to the mental ward a couple
Freedom
times.
Revolution Network, station manager at freedomrevolutionnetwork.com absolutely is the email. We have our own domained emails, so absolutely it is an email.
Mine is at Dwayne at freedomrevolutionnetwork.com.
Yep. No, those are emails and they are domained, and so that's why they're like that.
Which is why I'm hoping Mel changes it, damn it.
Well, it'll eventually happen. She's really sick right now, Dwayne.
Yeah, guys, pray. Guys, keep knowing your thoughts. But with this, guys, I think this is where I'm going to call it quitsies. Because this one over here is showing me it's time for bed.
All right.
She's my 11 o'clock. But, guys, so I'm going to do a thing. And I normally don't do a thing at night. But I want to leave y'all with this. As soon as I find the book. Ecclesiastes.
Loading. Just keep on loading.
Yeah, guys, give me a minute. My tab. Oh, wait. I think it's Ecclesiastes 4 that I want. No. I will find such thing.
You change your phone.
I'll actually go there. And do that. What the shit?
I just scrolled over. It was still in one.
Okay. I'm going to read Ecclesiastes 3 to you guys, and this is what I want to leave you with tonight. A time for everything. There's a season for everything, and I need to change the freaking version. Give me a minute. Oh, my God. I cannot stand.
King James version?
No, I need the NIV.
There's NIV 11.
That's what I need. No, that's not what I wanted either.
I'm pretty sure you wanted the King James version. That was the easiest to read.
Oh my God. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. One thing I wanted to talk about really quick, though, is that we actually have a partner that I want to talk about with everybody. And you guys know that I talk about farming and quality food a lot around here, right? That's a thing that we do around here. And we have partnered with a new company called farmmatch.com. And if you go to this link that I'm going to put in the chat, you can go and find a farm in your area that you can get hooked up with delivery and get hooked up with CSA shares and get hooked up with all of that great fun stuff. So in your local area, so you can find farms and choose from the list of farms in your area based off your zip code. It's a really slick system, and we have now become affiliate partners with them. So go to farmmatch.com, check it out. See if there's something that see if you can find a local farmer that you want to purchase from so that you can start being able to secure food at a time where things are going off the shelves very quickly. If you get a good relationship with the farmer, you can get a lot of items from them that you can make sure that your family's fed and at a reasonable cost. Like a pound of ground beef usually from farmers is maybe $4.50 a pound. You can't really find that in the store for a pound of ground beef. It's like $6. So it's a good deal to go through your local farmer. It keeps them in business, keeps them going, as well as it will also help the network. So that's always a good thing too. So farmmatch.com, it'll match you up with a local farm in your area. I even found organic farms on the list, which I was very excited about. And I had to reach out to them because my zip code doesn't work for anything because they act like I don't exist out here. So I got some information back from them about that. And so hopefully we'll be able to, I'll be able to place an order at a certain point. So I'm very excited. So if you guys want to check that out, go to the website, put this code in. Just don't go to Farm Match. You got to put the whole code in if you want us to get credit, and then place an order. Oh,
Right.
you guys have it in Australia? That's cool. So this is like a worldwide thing, y'all.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and I'm going to read the whole book. Not the whole book, but the whole chapter.
So I'm going to leave that up. Well,
Time for everything. For everything, there is a season, a time for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to harvest. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build up. A time to cry and a time to laugh. A time to grieve and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and time to gather stones. A time to embrace and a time to turn away. A time to search and a time to quit searching. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to mend. A time to be quiet and a time to speak. A time to move and a time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. What do people really get for all their hard work? I have seen the burden God has placed on us all. Yet God has made everything beautiful for its own time. He has planted eternity in the human heart. But even so, people cannot see the whole scope of God's work from beginning to end. So I concluded there is nothing better than to be happy and enjoy ourselves as long as we can. And people should eat and drink and enjoy the fruits of their labor, for these are the gifts from God. And I know that whatever God has done is final. Nothing can be added to it or taken from it. God's purpose is that people should fear him. What is happening now happened before, and what will happen in the future has happened before, because God makes the same things happen over and over again. The injustices of life. I also noticed that under the sun there is evil in the courtroom. Yes, even the courts of law are corrupt. I said to myself, in due season, God will judge everyone, both good and bad, for their deeds. I also thought about the human condition, how God proves to people that they are like animals, for people and animals share the same fate. Both breathe and both die, and both must die. So people have no real advantages over the animal. How meaningless, right? Both go to the same place. They came from dust and they return to dust. For who can prove that the human spirit goes up and the spirit of the animal goes down into the earth? So I saw that there is nothing better for people than to be happy in their work. That is our lot in life, and no one can bring us back to see what happens after we die. And this is the verse I love in this book and in this chapter. What is happening now, Scarlett, watch this, right?
right.
What has happened now has happened before. And what will happen in the future has happened before. Because God makes the same things happen over and over again. Ecclesiastes 3:15, I'll say it one more time. What is happening now has happened before. And what will happen in the future has happened before. Because God makes the same things happen over and over again.
That's deep.
So what's happening now, guys, has already happened before.
But he did say enjoying the fruit of your labor and enjoying food and drink is a gift from God. So therefore, that would be a God-given, unalienable right. So then these governors can't do that shit. End of story. Religious.
So guys, we got to remember,
That's a good argument. We didn't start easy.
yes, the government's trying to do things. And yes, things are going on that we may not understand.
Right.
But God has said things that's happened in the past are going to happen again. And what has happened in the future will happen again because God makes the same things over again. So this is where I'm going to leave you tonight, and I want you to challenge your mind. Go read that scripture for yourself, Ecclesiastes 3:15. Read the whole book. Read that whole chapter. That's the homework I'm going to give you guys tonight. So when I come back here tomorrow to give my testimony, I'm going to ask, and I'm going to put this on my phone, what y'all thought of that. Because tomorrow from 2 to 4, I am doing my testimony. And I don't want you guys to miss this. It's going to be powerful. You guys are going to hear a lot of shit that has happened to me, a lot of shit that I have went through, a lot of shit I've overcome, and how I am the person today. So, guys, with that, guys, I want to thank you for being here on the Freedom Revolution Network and for those of you tuning in on KFRN Digital. Guys, it has been amazing. You guys are going to see so much work. Catch Tim tomorrow, also Wednesday at 9 p.m.
I might have some things to talk about after this, so if people are still going to be around, I might go on by myself. So there's that.
I might watch in the comments.
That's cool. Come on.
And if she falls asleep and I'm still awake, I'll probably put on.
Cool. Spend your time. I'm glad to see you, Kenzie. Thanks for coming on, love.
Oh, you're welcome. It's good to see you.
I enjoy you being here. Yeah, good seeing you. Glad to
But
have
guys,
you.
from the seas to the sky, and from a world that God has made perfect, beautiful, in His image. Good night, guys. Scarlett.
From the land of 10,000 lakes. Good night, universe.
And we